The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I kōrero with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Welcome along to The Real Pod. This is your reality TV recap and real life in New Zealand podcast, and we're back with some...
We're back.
We're back.
Oh, no. I forgot.
Did that land? Not really.
No, because I couldn't give it a full conviction because my voice is all rooted.
Sorry, what?
Who are you?
I feel like I've had a fucked voice on the pod before, eh? Once. Back
not
in
like
the misty
this.
time. Nah, worse than this, I reckon.
Okay, my name's Jane. I'm joined by Alex Casey.
Hello.
And Duncan Grieve of The Spin-off.
Hello.
Both quite poorly.
Little old lady. I'm in good spirits. I just did a yoga class and I'm still a little bit sweaty and I feel relaxed.
Yeah, she's
Duncan is
slouching.
worse off than me.
She's like folded her leg underneath herself.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
even know
probably
how
a
that
pose.
works.
This is probably dolphin part 2, something.
I'm pretty sure they will work in part 1s and part 2s, yeah. We are here by the grace of God and the chicken of Nando's. Thank you, Nando's.
Yum.
We all got together to watch the final of
Like
MAFS.
4 hours worth of maths last night. It was so good.
It was a lot.
And that was only one. That was like one tenth of the whole season. Was 41 hours. Is that what you-
41
No, it was
episodes.
60 hours.
Oh, 60
41
hours.
episodes at what?
Oh,
an hour
41
and a half?
episodes. Oh God, I can't even do that maths.
If you're going on air time, or are we doing like?
It doesn't matter. We just watched a lot of maths
Real
last
time,
night.
it's probably only like 48 hours or something.
The point is, while we did so, we enjoyed some lovely Nando's.
It was delish.
Under-ordered slightly on the peri-peri chips, I'm going to say, because I could have definitely
Yeah.
done more.
We had a lot
I
of
knew that was going to
conversation.
happen.
It was, eh?
And
'Cause it was a
Joel was
super
just holding
large.
us back.
To me, I need half a packet just for myself. So
He's lucky he's married.
There were 6 people and only 2 packets. So it's only...
Too large, right?
Yeah, but still not. Yeah.
It shocked me when Joel was like, well, me and Jane normally half a regular. And I was
Oh,
like,
do we?
That's fucked.
I don't think Joel
Yeah.
knows his portions.
No.
No. Anyway, shouldn't speak ill of the Joel. And also, we're going to have some more Nando's today. So this bit where we
wait.
talk about sponsorship is basically just the bit where I tell you guys when we've eaten Nando's and when we're going to.
Yeah.
It's pretty consistent. We are online.
Oh, shit.
what?
Are we not?
Tell Noah.
We're not online.
I mean, you're not really online.
I'm not
Can we
really.
talk about that?
Look, yeah.
Digital detox.
I've just deactivated a year, I think, except for Twitter. I mean, I'm always on Twitter.
Yeah, I like your pivot to Twitter. It's unconventional.
It's really
And when everyone's
poorly
in there
timed.
screaming, trying to get out, and Jane's like, hello, I'm back. Here's a thread about Joel's mum.
Do you know what, though? Twitter's been real good to me. Everyone's been really nice.
Maybe
Haven't had
it's
any
the moment.
controversy.
It's the
Or
moment.
maybe she's got like throwback followers from before it went to hell.
Maybe.
I mean, no one's ever mean to me there, but you know, just being a Pākehā bloke on Twitter, bloody picnic. It's fucking weird. That's true. Why is everyone always nice to like?
We had a lot of Twitter spats, though.
Yeah, but I create them all.
Yeah.
Jim
Me and Jim Case.
Jim Case. Oh, dear.
We are online. Our hashtag is RealPod. Our Facebook.
Scribe.
It's facebook.com.
Got into it with Scribe
Did you?
back in the day.
Scribe.
Like 12 years
Twitter.
ago. Yeah.
Did he throw down
Like baby
a cipher?
Twitter.
Baby Twitter. Oh, cute.
He was like threatening me in the DMs, and then I would just publish whatever he DM'd me.
Oh,
and he
right.
got real angry, and the DMs got increasingly threatening. It was like it was a good time.
I joined Twitter early enough to be able to get my own name as my...
I've got my own
That's
name.
a dream.
Yeah. I think it's like the only place.
You've got quite a cool name, though.
I have Alice KC. I probably could have had my real name. I like
you need to clarify.
My name, I'm blessed upon the grace of God that I can write my name in 4 letters. LXKC.
So good.
So
my favourite thing to text you is RUOKLXKC. I live for the day that I hear you're sick, just so I can text you that.
Personalised plate's been snapped up though.
Oh,
so there's another LXKC rocking around there like crazy.
For shame.
I know. That's like my if you've seen Us, that's my tethered is whoever has that number plate, and I need to kill them. But yeah, my Twitter is AlexKC. Do you think people get it?
Yeah.
Do people even think about it?
Yeah, you just say it out loud. You're like, oh yeah.
It's pretty embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's great. I wish I had one. I'm very jealous.
It was probably embarrassing like 18 months ago. Now it's vintage.
I think it goes through cycles.
Yeah. It's aged back into cool again.
Do you know what's embarrassing? When people call you Janus and they...
Or Dunko.
And they turn your surname into Yeasty. So... Janel's also another good one.
What's Janus? Like anus?
Yeah, but with a J on the
God.
front. Oh, look, it's probably these days everyone's into using like the proper biological terms for things. It's not so bad, but back in the day when anus was just hilarious, it was a bad time.
Nowadays you're like, oh, you're just being accurate.
Yeah, I'm just being accurate. I am a bumhole. Our Instagram, this is the longest
so
social
long.
update
No, it's
ever.
not.
Okay. Our Instagram is at The Real Pod Pod. And yes, I'm doing a digital detox, but I am, I've created a whole new Facebook account. Don't add me. I don't want any friends. I'm just there for the corner.
Oh.
I'm literally, it's the
That's
only place I am.
What's your name?
My name's Jane Yee.
Oh.
But don't try to add me, because I won't. In my profile photo is Cyrell doing
What about
the
me?
angry face. Nah.
Well,
Me?
No.
Tina?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Fair.
Psych, no.
Fuck, Janus is really fun today. You got an inflamed Janus.
Settle down there, Dunko. You can't even laugh out loud.
Oh, dear.
Coming up on today's podcast, we're going to be recapping the last episodes ever of Married at First Sight Australia 2019. We are going to be real reviewing our...
What?
Yeah.
Food?
That. No, we already ate it.
Oh,
Or
I didn't eat it.
Yeah, but you know it. Anyway, that's exciting. We see the return of Colin's Cranny.
What?
And we find out what makes... Other people can put into that section
I
as well.
haven't read the doc. Everything's
Amazing. Look, who's the old lady now?
And we find out where in the world is Max Key. But first of all...
No,
What are you laughing
I've just
at?
read the doc. There's some good stuff in there.
Okay, so did we say we were never going to talk about Zac and Erin again?
No, we never said anything like that.
Oh, have you heard? Have
Nothing
you heard
but
from her?
support from my president. No, but Zach, like, weirdly, Zach was in hospital, and I don't know what it
Hey,
was
hang on,
for.
that's my news.
Oh,
Did he message you?
I thought you read the dog.
I was just going to talk about something funny in Erin's Insta story.
Yeah.
But you do the news first.
He's got a bad PUJ. Do you know what that is?
PUJ.
He's got a blockage between his kidney and
Pudge.
his bladder.
Oh,
Yeah.
my cat had that.
Well, so did Zac.
Is he going to be okay, though, right?
He's going to be okay. He's rushed to the hospital and Erin was by his side, his lovely fiancée. And he's fine. I just think it's funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny to be in hospital.
No, it's not. I always think, you know how I am with anatomy, anuses and
And Pudge?
bladders.
Bladders?
Wee holes and things.
Wee holes?
Well, I mean, it's all part of the same.
No, same system.
Same system.
There was some lovely, even though Zach was in hospital with a bad wee hole.
It's not what it was.
It's a tube. It's a tube between. It's not even the wee tube. To be fair, it's the tube between the kidney and the bladder. The wee tube's a whole nother.
Erin's going to be real mad.
Pathway.
I just like to say,
No.
I wasn't part of this.
I didn't think it was
I just
funny.
bore witness.
I don't think it's fun. I don't think what's happened to Zach is funny. I just struggle to say things to do with Down the stairs, Erin. Without laughing. That's all.
Even bladder though, like bladder's pretty neutral.
I think bladders
I
are
think
funny.
bladder's fine.
Okay.
You have a bladder of cask wine and so on, and that's not funny.
That's a funny name for it. Because it makes you think the wine looks like wee.
No, it doesn't like way.
See?
Country medium.
Even though Zach was in hospital, Erin did not stop her influencing. She was slathering him, and he looked like, because I didn't know what was wrong with him, but he looked like he was on his deathbed, lying there, and she was slathering him in like the new Asano men's range, going up to the camera, and Zach did not look well.
That's actually quite
It was
intense.
just like, that was quite funny. I feel
Was
like
she
we
doing
can
it in
say
a
that
funny
that's
way?
funny.
Yeah, she was doing it.
Yeah, I mean-
she was good to keep. No,
You know, I
just
mean, yeah.
contractually obliged.
Oh, she's always in good spirits.
Yeah, but was she like almost like taking the mickey out of her self-influencing?
I
or-
think so.
Okay. Let's just say
I
that.
don't
I actually am not one to talk. I should be empathising. I have had kidney stones before. That's the most painful.
that out the pee hole.
Tell you what you have to do is when they release you from hospital, they give you have to pee into a sieve to see if you can catch it.
Oh my god!
So that they can
panning for
check.
gold.
Yeah, basically. But it can. Mine broke up and just came out in tiny pieces.
What is it? What's it like?
Like calcified something or other. But I tell you what, much worse pain than labour.
Whoa.
Very
Really?
intense. Well, I mean, I did have an epidural when I was in labour, and I think when I was at the hospital with my kidney stones, they thought I was like trying to get drugs, so they wouldn't give me any pain relief. It's a long story. I wasn't trying to get drugs.
How
I
do
mean,
you
I
get
was
kidney
Well, you should have
for the
been.
kidney stones.
I never want that.
I don't know, but it's not nice. Anyway,
Now I'm worried that I'm getting kidney stones. Is it like if you think about it, then you get them?
manifest it.
you'll find yourself like writhing in very intense pain and then calling an ambulance and vomiting. From
Yeah,
the
but I
pain.
just don't want to manifest.
Okay. Well, stop drinking milk.
I think you have to drink water.
Okay, I don't drink a lot of milk.
Yeah. That's a complete. I don't come here for your medical. That's not. I don't know if there's any correlation between milk and.
Call 111.
Call 111 if you've got any medical questions. Don't do that either. Don't do that. Okay. Right. I think I've just been barred from the medical community. I think they're going to take away my doctorship.
Your like internet doctor certificate.
In much happier news, sorry Zach about your thing. In much happier news, Wife Swap NZ is coming.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it.
Duncan.
I just worry about everything nowadays. I don't think we've really like smashed a reality show in a while in New Zealand.
Bake Off?
Bake Off, very good.
Bake Off,
But that
very,
was
very good.
6 months ago.
Right. Okay.
No, okay.
Fair.
And we've had about 16 shows
Bake Off
in that room.
accepted, but not a sort of trashy, lovey one since season 1 of
Well,
that
hang on,
show.
Wife Swap's not a trashy lovey one.
Well, it's an experiment.
Yeah, but it's not about finding love. It's about. I think it could
Be cool
work
if it
because it's not about finding love.
Yeah.
It's people just going into other people's homes and doing the jobs of the wife. I feel like there's going to be some terrible
It's going
stuff
to be
for
tense,
feminism,
right?
isn't
They're going to have to make it like what a wife can be any one or something,
Which I think
right?
it sounds like they're trying to make
Okay.
it super diverse.
But they're
and
still calling
like-
it Wife Swap, aren't they?
It's a registered
But
trademark.
they-
Well, like person swap is.
Partner swap.
Oh, yeah.
human swap. That implies that they're like a chattel.
Cohabitant swap. Anyway, it's going to be a good time.
We should do a pod swap.
No,
That's actually not a crazy idea.
it is a crazy idea.
No, like what?
Tina,
Which one?
I'm not comfortable with this at all.
Just
Gone by
pretending.
lunchtime. We're supposed to be plugging all the other pods, remember?
Gone-
Lunchtime.
Oh, great plug for Gone by Lunchtime. Right? Now we know what you really think, eh?
Just a little
Please
bit
don't put
there.
me in God by lunchtime. God by
We would-
lunchtime.
Dietary requirements.
I could go on dietary
Oh, that's
requirements.
it, yeah. We basically talk, yeah.
I mean,
food a
wait
lot.
till you get to our real review this week. The Wife Swap New Zealand will start with the mothers or fathers arriving at their new homes and meeting their temporary families, aided only by an instruction manual left by their predecessor. They must spend half their time living according to the often difficult and bizarre rules of the house.
I'm actually
And then
psyched for it.
And
It's
then
gonna be
in the
good.
second half of the swap, they can run the household however they want. Do you have any bizarre rules in your house, Duncan? Like if you were in partner swap,
I'm just very particular about how I stack the dishwasher.
so am I. God, that would be imagine. That'd be terrible. if we were both trying to stack a dishwasher and had different
But
ideas.
I feel like we've got the same ideas.
Yeah, I don't know though.
No, because I
Do you do
it
the knife
right
and fork
way.
Kaizen thing?
No.
The what?
Where you put like all the knives
But I'm
in.
big into Kaizens.
Kaiser, what is that word?
It's an efficiency situation.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese method of kind of constantly refining your techniques for doing repetitive tasks to reduce the amount of time that's required.
Whoa. Whoa.
They're big in Toyota. It's part of the Toyota way. If you read your business literatures.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Neither did I until Duncan told me about it a few years ago. So to be fair, okay. Anyway, I think the thing is like I reckon I would have some rules, and actually I'm pretty ruleless when it comes to like the raising of the children. But in terms of their running of the house,
Bath once a month.
once every
That's
couple of
my
days.
rule.
But I still reckon I could probably put on an act in almost any reality show, but if it was a case of like trying to run someone else's house to their rules, I think my walls would come crumbling down and I'd be like, can't believe if I can do this. Can't believe it. Can't believe they only let their kids watch half an hour of television.
Oh, yeah, that kind of shit.
I'd be like, come on kids, movie marathon
Yeah.
for the next week.
Yeah.
You ain't
Get your
going to
sleeping
school.
bags out. Yeah.
I hope it's like they get real good. I was just thinking, remember how good Come Dine with Me
That's
New
what I was
Zealand
about to say. That's the comp. If they
It's
can
got
reach
to be
that
like
high.
that. But people didn't like Come Dine with Me.
No,
New
but they
Zealand.
didn't like it because it was in the Campbell Live slot. Like they just doomed it.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
They panicked and put it there after Road Cops repeats, and when everyone was so angry, and they just never gave it a chance. Come Down with New Zealand is actually like a great sort of tragedy, what if kind of situation. I feel bad for all of the people who worked on it because it deserved so much better, and that was just another of the like little chattels kind of ruined by Mark Weldon blundering about.
It was wonderful. We ranked every single contestant,
Yeah, that was really
I think.
fucking fucked up. Grayson Coates.
I can't remember any of them.
Shout out to
oh,
Grayson Coates.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
There's that guy who danced around with like a woman's head on a broomstick.
Normal.
Am I having a stroke?
No, that's right. It was,
Something like
they
that
really
happened.
cast the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully they'll do that.
Yeah.
And it will be great.
Yep.
I would apply for that show if I wasn't leaving the country. Dancing with the
yeah.
Stars starts this weekend. I'd apply for that too if
What
any of
are
the
you
producers
doing?
would
Dun,
let me.
dun, 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 dun.
We're going to be there.
We're
Hey,
going to be
Alex.
there. Should we try to get on the tally?
Yes.
Do you think they'll
We have
give
to sit
us-
behind the judges.
You have to do lots of burping. like the old classic
yes.
burping man.
If any of the producers happen to be listening to this podcast right now and
They
see
definitely
us
will be.
on Sunday, then chuck us behind the judges maybe.
Jason from 3, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Jason.
Hayley, Charlotte, chuck us in.
Oh, yeah.
Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy,
Jono. Ben.
Sharon.
I'm excited. I'm going to be optimistic for this.
How long will it be on Sunday?
Who?
4 hours.
How long?
4 hours.
Well, we have to arrive at 4.
Whoa. And we get home at midnight.
But it's live, right? So,
7.
Is it?
isn't it?
Yeah, and it starts at 7. It's
Yeah.
such a
And
gang.
it goes till, what, 9?
8:30.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, anyway.
I hope there's food.
There better be food.
What if there's no food?
Tina just says food and yum when we say food. Oh, yum, food. That sounds delicious.
I'm excited about William Wairoa.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Laura Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the skier. Because I've followed them all on Insta and I'm watching their rehearsals and she is a very good dancer.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, she'd be agile, wouldn't she?
She's agile. She's got the body.
Good with her feet.
Good with her feet. Who's funny? Are there any funny ones?
William Wairoa.
Nah, but like not on purpose funny.
Oh.
Like there's no real Seymour slot, eh?
There's
No
no.
rock and
there's,
rod slot.
There's no
Nah.
politicians in there. That's disappointing.
But yeah, look, we'll be recapping it, guys. So don't worry about that.
Possibly not in as much detail as we have in previous years.
Fans of the D floor.
Now this. I witnessed this kind of. I actually just saw this just after it happened. Big event. Duncan delivered a letter via a post person. Like a post person driving along in their buggy on the street. Duncan intercepted them, posted a letter that way.
What?
Tell you about a Kaizen.
Hold on a minute. So no stamp.
No, it had stamp.
Did he?
3 stamp.
Did he or she check the stamp?
She looked at the envelope. She seemed to think it was all in order.
But then what does she do
The
with it?
crazy thing is that, like, I just got an email from this person saying, have you posted the thing? I was like, no, I haven't. And I picked up the envelope and was like, announced to the office in my normal irritating style, does anyone know where a post box is? And Simon goes, no, but a postie just walked in. You should try and deliver it to them. And I was like, I will. And it was just like, whoa.
I didn't know it was an option.
I don't think it is.
But did she
isn't.
seem annoyed or?
No, but the thing is, so I used to be a postie.
Here we go.
And I know that you can... I think it was the code. I think she could just tell that I was like...
My next question was
part
going
of
to
the
be, did
community.
you bring it up?
I
Did you do
didn't.
that thing where you're just
I
like,
didn't
thank you
need
very much,
to.
you know, I
She
used
could
to
just
be.
tell. It's just an aura we have. No, but I do know, like, the routine. So she, at the end of it, she has to go back to the office and you can just basically post anything at the post office. So
Essentially, you just asked her to do you a solid. Can you just...
yeah, but I think it's fine if you're one of, you know, like, it's
You
like I'm
could-
essentially a veteran in the postie.
You got a medal for that?
You could have walked up to anyone on the street and said, can you put this in the next post box you
I
walk past?
can and would, yeah.
That's amazing.
Where was it going? Like how far? 3 stamps? Is this international?
Wanaka.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
overseas.
that's wild. But we don't want to encourage people to start.
I do.
No.
I do. Call 111 with your medical issues. Intercept posties with your mail. The other thing is that, don't they, with in rural, I don't know if you ever worked the rural routes,
No, just Remuera, which is...
that, you know, they have
No.
the letter boxes where they leave them, don't they leave the outgoing mail in the letterbox? And,
Oh, with the little flag
yeah,
in
the
there.
flag. Oh, is that how it works? Or is it no?
I think there's maybe something to do with milk.
I don't know. I've got a sad story about milk.
No, what is it?
It's one of my earliest memories. When I was little, and I've got 4 older sisters, and I told Mum that I wanted to carry the milk in, and she was like, "You're too little," and I was like, I can do this.
Oh, no.
And I dropped on the stairs and smashed everywhere. But of course, this
Carpet
is
or-
in the 1920s when there's no dairies. The milk gets delivered once a day. That's that. And we were a family of like 8 people.
No milk.
Fucked it up
Many,
so
many
bad.
tears.
And they say that many, you know, most kids or most people's earliest memories of when they're little was either an embarrassing or traumatic situation that was traumatic.
Yeah.
And then there was the time that I thought someone else was my dad at the barbecue factory, and I hugged his legs, and then all my family were laughing at me. So that's my other one.
Oh no.
I had May did that to me quite recently. May Henry Oliver's. So we
That's
because we dress
funny.
very similarly
Yeah.
and look quite similar. And I was like, this is fine. My earliest memory was that I retold in a spin-off context recently about being made to swim in my wife fronts at the child birthday party. Trauma.
Embarrassing
How
and
embarrassment,
traumatic.
for sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of any. I once did it, but this was probably a bit later. So I was at school, and you had to do the thing where you like draw around both your hands and then write things like about yourself in them. And I drew around my left hand twice, and the teacher like told me off for it, and I was so embarrassed. I cried, and I hid the picture when I got home under the house because I didn't want my dad to see it because I'd failed. It's good.
I wonder if it's still there.
Probably.
Fossilised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
bless.
twice over. That's bloody Kaizen. Just do one hand.
And it would have been, if you're right-handed, it would have been bloody great. It would have
Well,
looked really
exactly.
clean lines.
Yeah.
But also, how did they know that you weren't just like a total mutant with like an extra thumb on
Yeah,
the
they
wrong
didn't-
Well, I
Yeah.
guess they looked. I could see. Anyway.
Deeply upsetting.
Any other news, guys?
Can we talk about how Art and Matilda have recorded a podcast in this very studio, or is that a secret?
I mean, it seems fine.
Tina looks
People want
surprised.
publicity.
Their
crazy.
podcast, Well and Good, which I believe is tearing up the charts. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might
It
be
seems real
outperforming the real
popular.
pod.
Definitely bigger than the real pod.
I'll check.
They recorded their latest episode in the studio, rented it out with bloody Joseph Parker. So
Crazy.
everything's come full circle.
Do we know what seats they sat in?
Oh.
Joseph was in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure was
Come on.
and then Matilda.
great.
This is
Perfect.
actually perfect.
It might be they might have changed it though. So, but when I walked in, that's how they.
Either way, it's fine. I just want Art or Matilda.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
That's great.
I am disgusted
busted.
This is making me so angry.
Copied my husband. What?
Just looking at the podcast charts. I don't even know who any of these people are.
Don't go down. Don't scroll. Don't.
Like back in the
don't,
day,
your
it used to
schools-
be just like us and
I know.
3RNZ
I know.
podcasts.
We
and-
really
Joe
started.
Rogan.
Yeah.
I mean, Serial started the trend of sort of like people listening to podcasts, but we really got it. We really got it into a proper.
Crazy.
Duncan's been
Who are all
scrolling
these
for a
people?
really long time if you're trying to find where we
Don't
are.
search us until tomorrow.
I'm so angry.
Okay. Anyway,
Are you in the right category?
oh yeah, if you
Because we're
categorise,
in an
it's way better.
unconventional.
Go to
No, but I'm just in the regular charts.
Oh, no, don't do that.
no, you'll never find yourself there.
What are we?
used
Are we
to be.
culture?
Yeah,
Society
I
and
think so.
culture? Good on us.
Can you just
Giving
have
it a crack.
Can you have a look at family for a sec? Just while you're there.
Oh, Savage Lovecast, though. I
Okay,
didn't know that was a
so-
thing.
So we started off with the old recommitments or the final vows or what do they call it?
Oh, yeah, I don't reckon. Do we need to talk about any of them? I didn't really watch
final
them.
thing.
Yeah, just quickly. So Cam and Jules, Cam proposed. Yay, that was nice.
Yay.
Just small continuity error there. When he was she realised he was proposing, she put her hands up to her face in the classic, oh my goodness, I'm so surprised and excited way. And she had rings all over her fingers. And then he proposed, got down on one knee, she put her hand out and there were no rings on those fingers.
That is a small continuity error.
Magic. She said yes, they're happy, going to have babies any minute now. Okay. Jess and Dan, also happy.
happy.
I don't know.
So happy.
They just definitely don't have any trash issues.
A lot of trash issues.
Michael and Martha, whatever, they're fine. Michael's going to move to, where does she live? Sydney? Is she in Sydney? Didn't want to move back to Melbourne or
Yeah,
something?
she's in Sydney.
105 on the charts.
Oh,
Real pod.
in that
Which-
category.
We're
the
underneath the classic metal show in society and culture. One above books and authors. So
Better than-
take that.
Tell you what, books and authors have been massive for many years now.
Fucking
exactly.
centuries.
I think we're actually doing okay. All right? It's all relative. Mark and Ning. Oh, that was rough. That was rough.
Mark sucks. Couldn't he have just said, we'll give it a crack? Why did he have to say no at the last
Because he
minute?
wants to go back to Thailand and sow his wild seed oats.
Ooh.
Seed oats.
Oh, Mark seed.
Just imagining it everywhere. Clean up an aisle fucking floor.
They still got the hots for each other, though.
Shut your
Yeah, he grew a
horny
beard.
ass.
I just want to say, in Mark's defence, at the bit where Ning was like, why didn't you just say this? Why didn't you just write leave last week? I think he didn't write leave because he didn't think she was going to. So that was her writing leave would have been probably
That's big
instrumental in his final decision.
Because he'd never written leave, right? And she'd written
I
it
know,
like
yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think she can complain.
No. Anyway,
It was sad though. And then when she kind of like went away to cry like by the paddock.
and he just didn't follow
And he just
her.
stood
He was-
there.
Oh, can we just quickly go? No, I'm sorry. But Cam and Jules's, like, the location was all like fairyland with the mist and
That was
everything. So
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was where they
like from a movie.
It wasn't where they got married, was it? No, because they did that
don't
the week
think so.
before. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, when she
It was
walked through.
Incredibly
crazy.
shocked
Yeah,
coming
when she
through
walked
the
through there, I was
trees and
like,
the
man,
mist.
this looks like a commercial for some sort of soap.
I've got
Yeah.
a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't like her dress.
I don't remember what it looked like.
It was like off the shoulder, but then had long sleeves.
Oh, was it like an olden days kind of one?
Yeah, but it was. I didn't like it.
There was some
I
good chat in
don't
the
mind
corner
it.
about who had the best wedding dress. It got quite heated in parts. I actually really like Jess's dress. It had like the high neck.
Yeah, the one
with
I
kind
can
of
really
frilly lace
remember
on.
really well is actually the one that got all crumpled up in the suitcase, which is Mel's. I
Oh,
love
Mel's.
that. I love that skirt.
It was like a two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Mel's
it's
was
nice.
great.
Anyway, Mike and Heidi got a whole 3-hour-long episode to themselves in which Mike wept and wept and wept without tears
Yeah.
about the conundrum he was in, and just basically was like, oh, I don't think I can do this, it's not going to work out. Spent 45 minutes telling us that there's no way this could work, only to then go and say, yep.
And then, love you.
Love ya.
What? Where did that come from?
And she's like, oh my God, you do? And she's like, really? You mean that? Like, even
Yeah.
she can't bring herself to believe it.
It was crazy also when Heidi went, I don't know if she went back where she was hanging out with her friends having that last little like thing, and she's trying to come up with like some good stuff about Mike. And she's like, it's been all shit. We've had so many fights, but he picks up rubbish when he sees it on the ground.
So he must be a good person.
And he likes dogs. And that was all she could muster.
That's amazing.
And then the next minute is, I love you, both of them.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, don't really love each other.
Not to last.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Mike fan, and every episode that passes by, and less so.
World's worst man, and he's getting a podcast, baby. And it's going to be called I'm Not Your Therapist.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It
he's
is.
cashing
It's
in.
actually a good name.
Where he gives
Asshole.
out relationship advice.
Oh my god!
James
Yeah.
gonna start one called I'm Not Your Doctor. Just so you know.
I actually want to start one called I Am Your Doctor.
Oh my God.
Don't tell anyone. Yeah, so anyway, then I need to. I haven't got my book. Talk
What
amongst
book?
yourself. Oh, I've got my notes in. I wrote it down like
Jane.
old school. Hang on.
Come on now.
Here I am.
Can't spring this on us.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Do you like nothing.
Guys, I'm worried about the Nando's arriving in 11 minutes.
I know.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm so
No, but the
hungry.
staff will eat it.
It actually
Yeah, the
keeps
staff-
very
the
The
staff.
staff.
Okay. So
We
it's,
have staff.
it's been 6. We're going to have to race
It's a big
through.
enterprise, the real pod. Takes a lot of people to put it together.
We spent quite a lot of time on the social media section, so we're going to have to race through, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 6 weeks between the final vows and the reunion dinner party.
Yeah.
Ning's future with Mark, because they've been texting back and forth, hangs in the balance of whether or not he's going to be bearded at the time of the dinner party. Turns out with a beard.
Full beard.
Full beard. Looks good.
Yeah, well,
Best he's looked.
she said to him, I like you with a beard, and she's like, well, if he turns out with a beard, I know he's done that for me. Couldn't possibly be for any other reason. So yeah, watch this space, I guess. What else happened?
I don't know. I'm just reading now.
I'm reading it too. Sam's here. Can we talk about that?
Oh, it looks so bad.
I mean, it
Anthony
looked
Dixon.
bad before, and he found a way to make it look worse.
But he also shaved. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Shaved. And so his ears were out.
Tell you what, for
His face
Kaizen,
isn't good.
if he's shaving, old mate Mark could have just picked up his shaved off stubble and stuck it straight on there.
It's true. It's so true. Alice Neville, spin-off food editor, pointed out, did a side-by-side of Anthony Dixon.
Oh my God.
And it's crazy.
Yes.
It's uncanny.
Oh my God.
It's quite, when you think about this, is like the hottest guy anyone's ever seen too. You look like Anthony Dixon,
Yeah.
like sword killer. It's quite full on.
Okay. Sorrel is Sorrel it's frosty between Sorrel and Martha still. Mm-hmm.
Well, and then it defrost. Well,
Well,
sort of.
Oh, so it doesn't really defrost.
No, it's sort of.
I'm just
It
sort of
just
going
gets
through. I'm going
the
through
Cold
order.
War becomes a hot war.
Yeah. Martha insists that Michael doesn't talk to Sorrel, and Sorrel kind of picks up on that and just keeps talking to Michael, which is great.
while she was chugging back that passion fruit pop.
Yeah, wanted Michael to try that. Meanwhile, Billy, this cauliflower is delicious.
He loved it. Good on you, Billy.
That was cool because it was his only line the whole episode.
No, it wasn't. He also said to Sam, "Welcome to the Handsome Boys Club."
Oh, that's right.
There's something about
Billy.
Billy is definitely like. There's nothing you can pinpoint to say why he's not a handsome man, but there's something wrong with him.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you don't have a conversation with him, and like if you saw him in a nudie calendar, you might think
For
he's all right.
example.
Yeah.
But it's just as soon as he starts talking, it just
Yeah, it all comes
man.
undone. He's still wearing his ring too, which is weird considering their marriage was never ever good. Not even
So
for a
so
single
was
second.
Mike, but
Billy.
Mike's was a more recent.
Yeah,
But at least still wearing
and
his
also
ring.
Mike was
Mike
using
was.
the
I
drum.
think Mike took it off yesterday.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, like force a habit or something, or like just keep
Mike
it on.
went in just doing so much bad acting.
Oh,
like,
he's-
just a trouble man.
Was he also wearing his large
Dealing with
ring that
feelings.
says Mike on it?
That's
His
amazing.
chunky man jewellery.
Every day, remind yourself.
Who you are.
Sam completely denied the cheating scandal.
And then just fucked off.
And he just
rather
fucked right
face himself. He needs
Coward.
to fuck off into the sun or the bottom of the ocean. eh?
If you want the truth on any of that stuff, just follow Ines on Instagram because she tells
She's-
it like it
in
is.
detail.
So yeah, tells it like an Innes.
So it turns out that Heidi moved to the Gold Coast after the final vows. We went great for 2 days and then it went into a
2
pile of shit.
days. I want to know what happened. I want to know what the
Yeah.
moment was when she went, oh no, this is done.
Do you know what? And we never covered this, and we have to cover it right now because Mike went out for takeaways for both of them,
Oh, yeah.
came back with only takeaways for him.
No, was it just for him, or was it like he got something, just didn't ask her, and it was something she hates?
No, he didn't get her
he didn't give her
anything.
What?
anything.
Yeah, because her
No.
place was shut. So he was
At
like,
your
oh,
place,
well.
exactly, completely unforgivable. Like legit, you can't. That I can't
What?
even wrap my head around that.
It's
he could
so
have texted her and said,
strange.
"Oh, the kebab place you like is shut. Is there anything else you'd like instead?" But what he did was
What?
went, "Well, I'm just going to get my food, and I'm not going to get anything for Heidi at all."
Is that, like, I know it's not, but
I know,
there
right?
should be some sort of prison for like an etiquette breach of that magnitude.
It's huge.
It's so
that's
big.
been
That
That's
should have
instant
been-
divorce,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Just get out. And he didn't know what he had done wrong.
Oh.
That was the other weird thing. And then he was like,
He is
why
an-
are you
I
so,
just
why are
don't
you
get-
getting so upset? It's like,
Oh my god.
You're really
not
ruining
your
my meal.
therapist.
You're really ruining my meal.
I'm not your chef.
Not your Uber Eats driver. Okay. Jess and Martha had a really cool discussion about like just getting money from their parents.
I couldn't believe
That
that.
was amazing.
Like, I mean, okay, we saw the cameras in the room this week at the dinner
lot.
party. So you really get a sense of how massive and unsubtle they are. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think it's right.
So there's no point you can forget you're on the telly.
No.
It's just like very kind of like very. Don't say that stuff out loud.
They're proud of it.
So proud.
They're like, I don't know, money just keeps showing up in my account. And Jess saying
My
her
parents
dad,
are
her
bankrolling.
scary dad, rings her sometimes and just goes, do you want $5,000? And she goes, yes.
It's like a bag of money from who knows where.
He has like blood splatters on it.
Glad you're joining me in like making sure that the crime family targets the real pot in future.
Okay. Just quickly on Mike and Heidi, someone in the corner, Demi, sup, posted a little infographic about gaslighting red flags. Let's see how many of these apply to Mike, okay? You apologise without knowing what you did wrong. Yeah. That's not him. That's so you're Heidi.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah. There is an imbalance of power. Remember that time she apologised profusely for like just being alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, might be too late.
you've done very well.
took it as like that's a catch-all apology
Yeah.
for every problem we've
Yeah.
ever had. And he's like, thank you.
Yeah. I'm so proud
Thank
of you.
I'm so proud of you.
There's an imbalance of power. They assign motives to your actions that are the opposite of your intentions. Most interactions leave you feeling small or ashamed. You edit every word before you speak it, changing any thought that they could possibly misconstrue. They insist it didn't happen that way. You find yourself questioning your beliefs and opinions. If your point of view doesn't match theirs, it's wrong. When you try to explain how you feel, they're dismissive. You are overreacting or too sensitive.
Ding, ding, ding.
They give you affection, then abruptly yank it away.
Like, I love you. And then.
And then, I love you, now get out of the Gold Coast.
Shit.
So there you go. Because this has been the show where we all discovered what gaslighting is, and Mike was a perfect example of that, and Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sam, it's really hard to decide who's worse. I think it's probably on balance Sam, but
Yeah.
just Mike has been more profoundly and consistently
I
bad.
disagree. I think Mike is far more dangerous
Then Sam.
because anyone can watch that show and tell you that Sam's an idiot. 50% of the people watching that show think that Mike's a good bloke, and that Heidi is too sensitive and overreacts. So.
But Sam
mean-
didn't even show up.
Yeah, Sam not showing up is just...
But Mike
Yeah, but
loves
again,
to show
but that's,
up and
but that's
talk.
obvious.
well, that's
an
right. He knew
obvious-
they had Mike there to represent his
Yeah.
interests. That's my
Stand by
feed
my
you
mate.
my counsel.
Stand by it.
and also speak on behalf of all women.
Oh
Yeah,
my
But
god.
we'll get there soon.
Well, because women are too hysterical. They can't handle the pressure to
Calm
even
down.
talk anymore.
Groups of women
Martha
especially.
Martha really took exception to Cyrell goading Michael, about not having balls to stand up to Martha.
Which was sort of
That's
fair,
right.
but quite a strong response.
She was shouting.
The problem with Cyrell is not necessarily what she has to say; it's how she says it,
Yeah,
and
never
how,
wrong.
and how
never
loud,
says it right.
and the facials sometimes as well.
I like them.
Was she sitting on Ning's lap when this was all happening? Because I enjoyed whatever part that was. It was like,
There was definitely some lap sittage going on.
But surely not, because then the wine tossage would have...
I think there were cut.
yeah, that was
that had
later.
happened just
There
prior.
was that moment where her and Lizzie were both screaming and pointing, and I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were saying.
I actually covered my face for a lot of it because
Yeah.
I found it very stressful.
I would watch it again. I was saying I would have watched it at the movies, which I stand by. It was fucking riveting. This whole thing.
Martha said, I'm going to pour my wine on her. And then she's like, I really am. I'm going to pour my wine on her. And then she picked up her wine, walked over and poured it on Cyrell. Right on the head, like right dripping down the face.
One of the
She
most-
looked like Two-Face. It was kind of amazing the way she did it.
It was one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen on the TV.
Yeah.
It was extremely satisfying when Cyrell threw her wine and it actually hit Martha.
Yeah.
Because I was a bit worried for a minute there that it was going to miss.
Yeah.
And of course, Martha was wearing the white Prada dress that she'd already spoken about. And it was, made a
Because I
lovely
had shut
show.
my eyes at that point, and all I saw was Cyrell just kind of like brandishing an empty
Like a
wine glass.
white
Yeah,
soda.
no.
I was like, oh no, you would drown the glass before you even got the chance. I thought it was interesting though that Ines, who's had a full like seemingly revamp of personality
Yeah.
and awareness, was like telling Martha, don't do it. Don't go
Yeah.
pour the wine. Like she was kind of being her little conscience.
Yeah.
If Ines is your conscience.
Yeah, I know, exactly. To try and ease the tension, Jules gets up and announces that Heidi and Melissa are going to be her bridesmaids.
You get a bridesmaid. You get a bridesmaid.
That is such an extreme panic reaction.
It was amazing.
Look, it's a bad situation either way you look at it. Either Jules has got no actual friends, so she's just like roping in whoever she's met in the last 12 weeks, or she was so panicked and trying to make
20.
everything super chill in the room that she just made a snap decision to make these girls her bridesmaids just to cut the tension.
I think she planned it.
I think she planned it too. I think if she had only asked like Heidi or Mel, then it would have been sort of fine and quite a sweet gesture to how they met. But having both of them does seem a bit flaggy.
It does. It
Red
does.
flaggy.
It does also make me wonder how they became such firm friends. I understand the Heidi thing, but Mel wasn't on it that long. I never really saw her being super great friends with Jules.
Everyone loves Mel though.
Oh yeah.
When she walked into their room, it was God.
Ines confronted Sam. He denied everything because he's being professional.
Fuck, Sam is just such a piece, man.
And then we go to the final. What do they call that thing? Like the reconvening on the counselling couch, but.
I don't know.
I
Big
called it the
watch.
final meeting in my thing. I'm pretty sure that's not what it was. But anyway.
Final things don't even need names.
Who said a
anymore.
lot of estrogen in the air tonight? I wrote that
Mike.
down, but I didn't attribute it.
It's got to be
Mike.
Mike. It's got to be Mike. Heidi and Mike get up there first. There's tears and fake tears, and they've left the door ajar. in
Oh my
case-
god, she was so upset.
Yeah.
That was very intense to watch.
Yeah, and he's sort of like, oh. Yes, he does. I can't. That was
Yeah.
my impression.
No, that was actually quite good.
Thanks.
He referred to like their whole relationship as him being in damage control,
Yes.
which I thought was like made me feel sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least, like, I mean, so to a certain extent through that and across the course of the evening, like, people just saw Mike for the first time, and that was very satisfying.
It was very good at the end as well when people were just laughing at Mike.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite like, that's how you get him. So you just laugh at them.
I really feel like he's the kind of guy who doesn't take being laughed at very well.
No, he has definitely
think
didn't
he's
enjoy
got-
being made fun of by Clementine Ford on Instagram.
No.
That's for sure.
His responses are amazing. Is there a chance, and this is like a scary thing to think, but that he becomes like a sort of Australian men's rights activist,
Yes,
Joe
100%.
Rogan, out the back of
100%.
this?
Yes.
Podcast. It's all
It's happened.
happening.
It's
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
it's
Like
already
he gets
happening.
100,000 downloaders and starts enabling men to be like extremely trash to women.
I mean, that's
And the
what,
guys are some crap philosophy.
this is what he said. Have you heard what he wrote to Clementine?
Yeah, I've read it.
Okay, you read it. Okay. I have the backing of every downtrodden man and woman in this land. I have work.
land.
I have work to do,
He's
and
going
not.
to be in fucking Senate
Yeah.
for long. It's terrifying.
I have work to do, and not a moment too soon. I might even convert a few of your brainwashed clan in so doing.
Oh my
The way
god.
he talks is just
Convert them to what?
to
MRA.
being
He is.
man lovers, lady haters. I don't know.
I'll be
Anyway,
listening though.
Nick and Cyrell They are best of mates. He's sending her fart videos. It's great.
I wanted clarification on the fart vids. Are these YouTube clips or are these personal fart tapes?
I definitely thought it's personal ones.
I'm sure that they're personal.
She waxed his Janus.
She did wax his Janus.
That's crazy.
And that was very early
amazing.
on. So I think that fart videos are just, that's tame ass.
Do you guys have a favourite fart vid?
Of
on
Nick's?
YouTube?
No?
No.
Tina's laughing.
I'm sick. I'm really sick.
Hippo fart's really good. And also Hedgehog reacts to fart is also quite good. Just add those to your YouTube party 5. Well, this one's crazy because it's a shat. You got to watch it, Doug. Full screen it.
When does it happen? It's a minute long.
You're going to know. We can cut it down. It's a slow build.
Oh god, it is good. It sounds like a power tool. Like when someone...
Oh man, world's biggest fart.
When someone's weed whacking, that's what a weed whacker sounds like. Oh, Duncan's crying more than Mike. Amazing.
So long and powerful.
But also gets the tail going.
Oh,
yeah, it's a good clip, that.
Okay, it is a good clip. Okay, that's my favourite fart video. Good. I'm pretty sure it might be the only one I've ever seen. Okay, where were we? What was the hoo-ha card? What was the hoo-ha card?
Hoo-ha code?
Code. I wrote card.
Oh, yeah, was that Ines?
No,
it was Cyrell
Cyrell, yeah.
Code.
She also said, just because your hoo-ha gets bored or something?
Yeah, yeah. So
it's just good to get hoo-ha back in
and
there.
ding-a-ling are just great new or revived phrases.
Isn't hoo-ha what someone said in a movie? Who was it? It was one of them.
Oh, this is good.
The order's on the
Sorry.
way.
Oh, okay, anyway. Okay, Liz sees the footage of Sam. That was great. Then suddenly she speaks. She's got like the power of 1,000
Oh, about the...
burnt woman behind her.
She made one like fucking epic speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very good.
It was very good. And then,
have been Team Liz a long time.
And then Ines is all mates as with.
That was lovely.
She let her guard down. She cried. Her and Liz had a moment. I wonder if they're still friends. I don't know.
I think it could be. I feel like Ines says you can never write almost anyone off for it. Like there's redemption in people from quite unlikely circumstances. Because Ines spoke very, very well.
I think Ines saw herself on the television and went, oh, not everyone's like that.
But also, like, realise how it was impacting other people.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There was that moment where they were watching back. We never saw it, I'm pretty sure, during the actual screening. But Sam said, his affair with Ines was basically, it's funny, it's like a fuck you to Elizabeth, which is...
Oh, it's so horrible.
This is, by the way, let's not forget that Mike is busy defending Sam.
Yeah, and defending him for saying, like, I've never dated anyone as big as Les before. I'll just get up in the morning for a few runs, or
Yeah.
Just like that, he just truly.
No, he said that bit wasn't very good, but other than that, that was his kind of thing.
But it's like he's just like that's just inhuman.
And of course, we haven't heard from Bronson, who's the other very wounded party in all of this, this whole affair.
Shit happens.
That's it. All right.
Shit happens.
Oh, Bronson.
One of the experts asks about the girls/woman divide that Jules mentioned at the last dinner party, and I think Martha explained that it was because of Instagram and social media.
We live in different worlds.
Yeah.
That was sort of weird.
It was
but
weird.
Jules, it was bad of Jules as well.
But don't worry.
Phrase it like that.
Don't worry. Mike's got it. Mike's got this.
I want to say something.
Mike wanted to say something so often on that night.
I think groups of women under pressure don't do as well as groups of men under pressure or something like that.
It comes down to biology, he said.
Science.
What?
Seems a very Jordan Peterson approach too, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's definitely read Jordan Peterson.
Oh,
right?
No, I'm sorry.
Don't you reckon?
I don't think he can read. Like, really don't.
Audiobooks, though.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe like seen in some Jordan Peterson memes.
Yeah.
I just think he's honestly like dirt stupid, Mike. Like this any concept with a remote degree of sophistication to it, like gaslighting, say, it's just he just doesn't have the fucking horsepower to get there. He's just like it's really like consistently like that confused look on his face whenever anything's explained to him, or his I'm having a think.
No.
You have to concentrate so hard to have a think.
I don't agree.
Your mind is empty.
I disagree. I think that he uses that as part of his method to disarm people and kind of buy himself time.
He's incredibly manipulative.
He's very
And
manipulative.
to do that, he has to be aware of what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's...
I don't know. I disagree.
I think
you can do that without
I
being aware
actually
of
think-
how it lands.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Anyway, just like Jess knows that Dan's a really good father.
Yeah.
She's not only has she not met the son yet, so she's not seen him being
Or seen
a father.
Dan since the fucking.
She's not seen him since the last time we saw them
crazy.
together.
Which was 6 weeks ago. That's unbelievable.
And they
but
really weren't exaggerating
Perth
about
and
needing to
Gold
stay in
Coast.
the experiment to see each other, were they?
maybe they just don't know how planes work.
I mean, there's two people who genuinely I'd hate to see try and figure anything out ever at all.
What about when he goes to prison for 6 months
For his Ponsky scheme.
for the Ponsky?
He'll be,
How are they going to get out?
it's fine. And they probably don't even need to lock the door.
Has anyone looked into that?
Huh?
Well,
Well, I just
NASA
googled what
has.
was going to happen. It looks like he's facing 6 months.
really? For what? Explain what he done.
Fraud. I didn't read
Fraudy stuff.
all the words. Ponsky.
Just the memes. Okay. Tamara calls Dan and Jess shit humans, basically, which is an excellent summary.
Yeah.
Tamara's had the worst time.
And she's held herself so well. And
She
then
has.
the
Mick might have had.
also
Oh, it's true. But he's emoted more, I feel. Is that a
Yeah.
word?
let's put Mick and Tamara together. I say that looks
I'd
so
love
good
I like
together.
the look of them. Eh?
Yeah. They were sitting together. There was like an
I mean,
arm
I'm
around.
Googling.
There was a lot of stuff.
They've been through a lot together, or separately, but the same stuff.
Forged in the fires. I liked when Mick called Jess a lying spud. That was a great insult.
Yeah, I've really come around on Mick. I want to apologise to my very soon-to-be brother-in-law. Actually, maybe already, but no, very soon-to-be brother-in-law Jed, who didn't like the way I badmouthed Mick, and then I was informed of that and assumed that he was defending Mike, and I was like, no, but it turned out it was Mick, and so yeah, I just wanted to table that, get it out there.
That's good. What do you got, Jane? What do you got on the
Mick and
supercomputer?
Tamara was spotted in Melbourne recently, packing on the PDA at Tamara's 30th, walking arm in arm, setting the rumour mill wild. And he said that he thinks the expert got his match wrong from the get-go, and he would have rather have been paired with Tamara. Great chick and real. Not chicken real.
Chicken
chick.
real.
She's a great chick and real.
Chicken coming real soon.
Oh, see it? Look. That's what. There's a picture of Tamara and Mick.
I
like
love
in the
it.
wild, like as if they were
They look
together.
the same. And I
That's
like
chicken
it.
real.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine their children.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a chicken drama.
Okay. They should play the footage of Jess because Jess denies ever having hit on anyone. Then they play the footage of her hitting on Nick.
That's amazing.
And then
That's
she just
amazing.
denies it. Even after the crazy mind-blowing thing while we were watching this, though, was that everyone in the room was like, "Did you hit on Nick?" After they've watched the footage. Like, just say it. Just say it. It's like, you don't need to. We all saw it. She definitely did.
It was so bizarre. And the fact that they were putting it on Nick to be like, did you feel like she was hitting on you?
It's like,
It's
he
like,
did
it's
say that.
It's all there.
Well, no, it is, and it's like it's not like you can sort of hit on someone in a quite a chill way, but she basically it's the most literal, form ever. It's like, would you like to be my boyfriend and sex and so on? Like it's so explicit. And for it to be considered something that's, it is open to interpretation.
She's just joking around, just being friendly.
Just being friendly and just really wanting to relate to
Yeah, and literally. And then
See how he was after Cyrell.
the way they cut it was incredible because they had previously shown like the recap of her and Dan's relationship, and it started with her playing with her top, walking up to him and being like, you know, and he's like, yeah,
for
I've
a
got
world of hurt.
Yeah, world of hurt.
Good line.
And that's how they ended her her little montage with
Yeah.
That wasn't a montage, but you know what I mean. Right, that's it.
Can I just say one thing about Jess though? Jess fronted. Like, I just can't stress enough. Like, she
did.
sat on the couch and just wore it all.
Yeah,
I mean, she lied.
She lied and was kind of a crazy person. But, like, compared to Sam,
yeah.
That's, like, he was there the night before and then just gapped it for the
It does also
comeuppance.
make me think, I know that I was very much anti your funeral truther line of inquiry, but it does make me think the funeral wasn't real.
Oh no, I don't think the funeral was real.
To make up a funeral, though.
Yeah,
Playing with fire.
Yeah, hellfire. Bit of brimstone.
I really want to know Jess's Instagram numbers before and after MAFS, because I feel like that's another great reason to keep fronting up. You know? And it for the likes. Anyway, I can't believe you guys are so casual about that.
What?
About like that she, you know, like it's all like any publicity is good publicity when you're trying to.
Yeah, but you still have
stack
to
up
do
numbers.
it, you know?
Yeah.
Her later, she's doing like a beauty campaign now. She's selling beauty blenders on Instagram.
Told you.
She's doing all right. She's got
Okay.
200K.
What do you reckon? Was that the best season yet, or does it?
I don't know if it was like best. I don't know what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
That's the big question. Like,
It is.
you either have to top it like crazy or just rein it in and go back to just 1,000 jewels and cams.
I still reckon chuck them do a
Island.
an island or a paradise type
Well, this
situation.
is the thing,
with
is Honeymoon Island was in the works, and now it's like either cancelled / delayed because I think they're so unhappy with the content of
Have
this
I
season.
talked about on the pod the fact that it became like this toxic thing where they couldn't sell it? It was like rating its ass off, but it was so hated that brands were just opting out of it.
right.
And I do think that is the problem they have right now, is that it got to, I think, I'm sure that Australian politicians will be commenting on it and so on. Like it's just such it's a really weird property where it's once incredibly successful but super expensive and kind of hard to make money out of. And yeah, I just it does feel like they have to either escalate and lean in hard to the chaos and somehow just own that, or take it back to first principles. But it can't go like this. But in terms of best season ever, I think last season was the most fun. Like, I enjoyed last season more.
Yeah.
The peaks of this were just so incredible, but
Yeah.
it was also left you feeling real dirty.
Yeah. And last season was that stuff for the first time, which is always the most shocking.
And it also had like the Nasses and the Troys, which I don't feel we didn't have enough of that.
No, and last
Like
season
Dino
as well.
Meltzer.
Dino's
Allegedly.
no NASA.
Yeah.
And the big, the big partner swap thing that happened last season was very, it was real, and it was, it was just unprecedented. Whereas this season, it felt like they were playing, there's a lot of talk of wife swapping very, very early on.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The door was open.
Anyway, no, it's a solid season.
This is great.
5 out of 5 from me.
The nicest thing that's ever happened.
And that's the real review. Alex, you okay?
The chicken's here.
Okay, we're nearly
what about
done.
the staff?
It's okay. We're real reviewing very, very quickly. Well, it's kind of more of an announcement than anything, but we have now officially got a chocolate bar of the Real Pod. This is our official chocolate bar, right? Are we all in agreement on this?
Jane is holding up a little mini portion Milky Way wrapper that was squashed in the bottom of her bag.
Yeah.
Which
I wish I could eat that.
it will probably go in the museum, I would say.
It smells good.
Which we all decided was just a great underrated chocolate
It
bar.
really is so underrated. The Milky
Tina
Way.
loves it.
The whipped.
It's very
lighter
whipped.
than
It's
air.
very light. It doesn't feel bad
Very
for you.
light.
It won't ruin your appetite. It says
Caramel doesn't get stuck to your teeth because there's no caramel.
there's no caramel. And it's great. I mean, this is the kind of thing that, like,
It's probably diet.
Yep.
the kids, you pop that in the old the Halloween trick or treat. Like, It's basically healthy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But tell me, where did you get this little bar?
Okay, so what happened was when I was in Sydney, I was staying with my friend who's just had a baby, and she had like this little box of treats for when she was like feeding and stuff that she could call upon, and I ate through quite a lot of them.
Oh,
and then she left that. I found that in my bag. She popped some in my bag for my flight home. It's cute, eh?
So it's an international chocolate
It is.
bar.
This
really
one's from
kind.
Australia. Yeah.
You declare it?
Don't declare anything. It's my next one.
Call 111.
Declare nothing. Except for maybe your intentions with my daughter. Okay, that's the real review. Next, quickly.
Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Granny. Colin's Granny.
Okay, what's in the cranny?
I seen him. He's had a haircut. I saw him at the screening for Pet Cemetery.
You didn't even know you had any
Is that
cranny,
good?
and you just like didn't miss a beat.
It was okay. I wasn't obsessed with it.
Pet Cemetery
could've
ruined
been
my
a lot.
life.
Really?
Yeah, it ruined my life.
The book or the movie?
The movie, when I watched it at my older sister's friend's house, I was so disturbed. It ruined my life.
I saw it after I'd seen Us quite recently before it, and Us is just like incredible. So it just wasn't great for me. But I like a cursed cat as much as the next bloke. And that's the cranny.
No, also
You had news, though.
Oh, no, I don't have news. I was just reading
what?
his Twitter, because you know I'm on Twitter. He's been listening to the Boney M Greatest Hits, takes him back to his childhood in the 1970s. He's also got this video up saying, "Good morning, sunshine." It's obviously from his Insta or what have you. Doesn't it look like sunshine, though? Like, so it's him asleep, the light slowly comes up, but it just looks like he's opening and closing his laptop or something.
It does look like
Yeah.
I mean, Colin, you're listening. Can you confirm?
Or deny.
And then it got quite a good burn to Israel Folau. But you have to just go to Twitter and read it yourself. Okay, Colin Citizen is where you want to go. I've just realised we have to do Spotlight on Lightbox.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, we'll watch the act.
I'm watching the act. Are you
I
watching
love
it?
the act.
How far
Yeah.
through are you?
I'm up to I just watched episode 3 last night.
Okay, I think I did too.
It's so creepy.
I got into like quite a wormhole, like looking up real videos on the internet. Have you done that
Oh,
yet?
see, I'm staying away because this is kind of like when I watched the OJ thing
Maybe
series, and
okay.
I didn't know what happened. Like, I didn't know what happened to OJ. I didn't
great.
know.
No, it's
so I
great
just
when
like
that happens.
stayed away, and I was like, it's hard to, when there's something that's happened in real life, to not spoil it for yourself.
I sort of knew what happened in this one, but I definitely knew what happened in OJ.
I didn't know what happened in OJ. Titanic, couldn't tell you. But this one, so it's a true crime. It's fictional, but it's based on the true crime story of. Are they really called Dee Dee and Gypsy?
Yeah. Dee Dee and Gypsy Rose Blanchard, mother and daughter. I mean,
Dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo.
Really.
I mean, I think straight away, it's painted as it is Munchausen by proxy. Yeah,
Extremely.
it's just very well acted.
Fucking creepy.
And
And
it's quite like it's weirdly kind of slow moving at the beginning, but you don't. It's so fascinating.
Yeah, it's like compared like a lot of the true crime kind of stuff to this point, or the sort of noirish shows have been like it's a big, bold, bloody murder, and it's very sort of like could be this high stakes political things, and this is just so domestic. It's most of the drama is like two people in a house set in like an apparently like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
there's a tiny kind of castle. It's very simple on one level, so all the dread comes out of these kind of tiny little interactions, and it's very freaking creepy.
Yeah, which speaks obviously to the quality of their acting and scripting and so on. Like
Patricia Arquette is amazing as the mum.
Yeah.
Her accent is so good. Where is she supposed to be from? Son of the Bayou. Where the Bayou
right?
is.
Because she got hit by Katrina.
Louisiana.
Oh, and she makes gumbo, of course.
Also, having watched the real videos, the voice of Gypsy, bang on. So good. Yeah. She does
It's
a very
just
good.
so unnerving. Like every single scene, I find their house really creepy.
Yeah.
All the dolls, all the Disney stuff.
All the drugs.
It's really good. Like I feel like I haven't watched a kind of crimey sort of show for a while that I've really gotten into.
It's really, really, very, very good. I don't know if we've explained it very well, but it's because we're so excited. So watch it. It's on Lightbox. It's called The Act.
And it's so super female everything, right? Like writing, directing, acting. Like that's, and there's just almost the men in it barely exist.
Oh,
They like have a couple of
I've just got Mike calling through. He's got something to say on that. That was a bad joke.
But
like
again,
a
it just
wedding
makes
joke.
it feel different. It just
is,
doesn't
yeah.
feel like it feels like a new thing that's been made. It's very good.
Okay, and I guess.
And the Nando's out there.
Okay, sorry.
Like and subscribe.
Max Key Corner. I know. I'll never forget you.
Subscribe, like, and
I think I believe.
What?
I think I believe
Believe in what?
in Max Key.
What are you talking about?
He's out. He's like discovering the world. He is all on his own, armed with nothing but a selfie stick. And Brett, a stranger from Kentucky who he saw at the Golden State Warriors game, who took a photo of him.
Oh yeah, that really crushed me.
What
He looked
happened?
so happy. He was like, had a great time, watched the game, and I was trying to get a photo of myself with the crowd, and then this nice man took a photo of him, and there's just this real earnest picture of Max Key at some famous stadium.
It's at the
Yeah, it's one of the last games to ever be played at the.
and look at him, just the little
Oracle
thumbs up.
Arena.
yeah, the little thumbs up. Like it's like he doesn't know what to
Yeah.
do.
He's
When
also done a number on his eyes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If that had
Nobody
been
has.
2 years ago, it could have been me taking that picture.
Okay.
Wow. Ships in the night.
Yeah, no, that's right.
An old fella named Brett from Kentucky saw me standing in the aisle, taking it all in. He didn't see him taking a selfie, but he most definitely
Oh,
was trying to take a
taking it
selfie,
all
wasn't
in,
he?
yeah.
And because he did that thing, he was like, "Oh, do you want me to take that for you?" You know, obviously. So, but the great thing is because he hasn't. He's done the classic old fella thing. He's taken one photo. That's it, and it's
Yeah.
not Max's greatest moment.
No.
You
It's
know,
got a nice story
aesthetically,
behind
It's
it.
got a lovely
it's
story.
got such a great story. And then
He's so sweet.
We like him, don't we?
And then
we really like him.
well, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to believe. And then the next post is him leaning out from
Hey.
the
San Fran.
tram.
Oh, I didn't take those. I thought they were too expensive.
The trams.
The trams,
Yeah,
yeah, he
then-
can afford it.
It was $15.
He's on his way to dinner en Blanc, obviously, and he has a selfie stick way out the side there, and he's just all on his
Got
own.
the content.
Where's
Something about him being alone. It's good for him.
it's so sick,
Isn't it?
So sick how you can stand on the side of those trams.
It was quite sick.
Anyway, that's where
It's
his
really
words,
sweet.
not
Him
mine.
just like seeing stuff like his photo he took next to the Golden Gate Bridge. He's like, amazing to see this. I've seen it in so many movies. It's just like, oh, Max.
Man,
I love you.
He's going to die when he gets to New York, isn't he? He's just going to absolutely
Oh, the
lose
Big
it.
Apple.
Concrete
As they
jungle.
say.
So this was his final day in San Fran. So where to next? Where in the world is Max Key at the moment?
It's so exciting.
I reckon he's on his way to New York. I'm just going to put that out there.
Any
Also,
cornies spot him out there.
Vegas?
let's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not the place you go on your
Oh
own.
no, he
is
went to
it?
Vegas recently in that gold suit with
Yes,
Dad.
he did,
With
yeah, with
Dad.
Dad,
Dad
yeah.
Key.
It's not your dad.
Anyway, the other
Probably
place
my
he could
dad.
be travelling next is Auckland. You never know, so we'll just wait and see. Thanks very much for listening to our podcast. Thank you, Nando's about to eat you. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Jane.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spinoff. You can help us keep all of The Spinoff's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Kia ora e te iwi, Te Aihe Butler here, podcast manager at The Spinoff. If you enjoy listening to our podcasts, consider supporting our mahi by signing up to become a Spinoff member at thespinoff.co.nz/donate. The Spinoff Podcast Network.